I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite
podcast
on the Citadel.
Welcome to Andromenerds, the #1 Mass Effect podcast on the internet.
In the world.
My name is Minius. My name is Minius of Minius GC, and with me are my co-hosts.
You're messing up your own name. Are you sure about that?
It's
No, I'm not.
special that you just messed up your own name.
Yeah, well, here's why. I was going to introduce you as Tuker from Mass Effect Follower, and it tripped me up. Tuker from Mass Effect Follower.
Hi.
The one and only BioFan.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
And joining us this week as the guest host, Ashe, who you might know as Lady Insanity.
Howdy, guys.
Here we go. Look, she's one time on the show and already has a peppier intro than you, Tucker.
Yeah.
So anyway, this feels incredibly bizarre to ask because I've done it for 3 weeks in a row now, asking people who have been in the Mass Effect community for much longer than me. But who are you and what do you do in the world of the internet and YouTube and Mass Effect and internet stuff?
Oh, good. So, as you said, my name is Ashe. I was a content creator since, let me think here. I mean, Mass 3, I started off, but basically I stream and produce videos on Twitch and YouTube. A lot of people may know me from doing a whole bunch of Dragon Age videos, pre-Inquisition and around the Dragon Age 2 era as well. And then also, other than that, I am the co-founder of a community that is centric on BioWare called The Outpost, which is on Discord and Twitch. And also, I work at Twitch, so I'm on the content marketing team for them. Yeah.
That's like tons of stuff.
Her entire credentials there was just like, boom!
If we added up our credentials, we might come close.
I just wanted to get it out of the way so we could just be like, okay, cool, let's talk about Mass Effect.
So, Ashe, what about BioWare games got you so passionate about them to spend years of your life, much like all of us here, to make videos and stuff on them and whatnot?
The pretty good banging. No, that is just one. That is just one part. I swear. No, no. To be honest, so I started off late with Mass Effect because, I'll just tell the full story. Whenever I was in a former relationship and he was like, play Mass Effect, play Mass Effect, play Mass Effect. And because of that, I didn't want to play Mass Effect until we were already broken up. And then Mass Effect 3 came out. I was like, oh, whatever, I'll try it. And then I got addicted for life. But yeah, I
was kind of hoping you left him for your space boyfriend because
I should have. Now,
I'm sure that's happened somewhere.
Oh, I hear police in the background of someone.
I am so sorry. No, I live in downtown San Francisco. Oh, wow, I'm just gonna get doxxed now. No, but yeah, you'll occasionally hear that. I apologize in advance.
I just moved,
okay.
So in Winter Park there's a lot of stuff going by, but hopefully now where I am you won't pick that stuff up.
And then, what are you most looking forward to in Mass Effect Andromeda?
Playing as a female Kai Lang. That's
alrighty.
And also pretty good banging, I swear. No, no, like I've always wanted to play in Mass Effect like a melee character, but obviously like the Omni tool the Omni blade is only it's only somewhat good. Like you can get away with it, but it's really not strong enough in order to have like a proper melee weapon and then go around. And also, I hate Kai Lang, so why not just be the female version of him? Why not?
So, but like less of a douchebag probably, unless you're going all the way into role playing.
Oh,
I'm sure you have an option to be an enormous douchebag.
Oh yeah, you can be a serious douche canoe in this game.
Yeah.
It's been confirmed, and they will remember what you've said and did. It will come back. You will fully enjoy your ass hat dumb.
I'm gonna have to play this game so many times.
I think we all are at this point.
It's like try to get all the way through all the dialogue and stuff. Woof. All right. I don't know why that just hit me for the first time right now.
And then Minius, remember, if you play as Sarah or Scott, your dialogue is also totally different.
Yeah.
So you have to play,
gotta play both.
like 1 billion times. So, Ashe, who do you think out of the 6 we know so far is your favorite squad mate? And then who do you think out of all the known romance options so far that you will be romancing?
Jaal.
Or do you have someone you hope you'll romance?
Jaal.
That was easy.
Jaal?
Jaal. Jaal.
I don't-
Jaal.
Jaal has a huge following now. Like it was very sudden but very strong.
I don't
Because
see
he's
it.
the
I
one
really
we
don't
don't
see
know
it.
anything.
So.
Oh,
You don't
He looks
see
like
it.
a cat, and he is adorable.
you don't want to like bang a monocle lion cat?
Well,
What's wrong with
Lion
you,
cat.
Tucker?
I like that.
What is wrong with you, Tucker? God, get on this bandwagon.
Oh, have we even really heard his voice?
No.
no.
Not
Well,
yet.
okay, so the thing about that, I put out a video today about it. So, the bit we heard in the newest cinematic trailer where it's like he's a pathfinder, a human, blah blah blah, like that bit is confirmed not to be Jaal. But there's a bit in 7-Day trailer where it's like I have a bad feeling or something like that. That sounds kind of like an Angara. That people are thinking, hey, maybe that's Jaal. But we haven't gotten word from BioWare if that's Jaal or not, just that the second cinematic trailer did not contain Jaal's voice.
So here's the follow-up question. If he ends up like sounding like this, like, hello, I'm Jaal, are you still sexually attracted to him? Or
Hello, boys and girls. I'm here for the adventure. Hello,
I'm an Angara,
Dominic.
let's go.
does that change your opinion at all?
No, not really. I think that would be way
Awesome.
more entertaining.
All right. That's
Seriously,
good.
if he actually came up and started talking like one of those people who actually have a monocle and like talk like, oh, spiffy, tutu, like then why not romance?
Doesn't anyone care for a spot of tea?
Like,
Pop.
I dare say, Pathfinder, that is a horrible decision that you just made.
I like to imagine something happens. He like pulls his monocle down. By the queen.
I have a feeling that we're going to dub this into some of his conversations and use those as videos.
what
'cause it
kind of
sounds great
pish
already.
posh were you doing in the Milky Way galaxy? Here in the Helios cluster, we blah blah blah.
What plebeians coming from the Milky Way galaxy into our completely sophisticated and defined. Oh my god, I could go on and on right now.
This is the best.
So
So
yeah.
So,
go, Tucker.
So-
Derail it. Go for it.
Well,
Go
I
for
was
it.
going to say the Andromeda multiplayer has just been confirmed that it's going to have things like the Mass Effect 3 weekend challenges.
Hot.
didn't they confirm that like a long time ago?
They kind of did. But
Just been confirmed, BioFan.
it's
Just
been,
the second.
Well, let's see.
It's been
Are you
newly
sure? 'Cause
confirmed.
I'm pretty sure I reported something like that like a long time ago. Granted, a long time
Ian
ago may have
Fraser
been like a
and
month
Fernando
ago,
Mello
but
just said on Twitter that they answered someone's question about it.
Yeah, they might just be repeating it.
yeah, they repeat themselves a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, all of us probably have an idea of what it's like to be
Yeah,
asked
we all have to repeat ourselves
the same
a lot.
question a couple times. Yeah.
Is Vetra romanceable? Is Vetra romanceable? Is Vetra romanceable?
She is now.
Do you like Halo?
She is now.
Do you like Halo?
People
don't-
finally got their romanceable Turian.
Which, by the way, I got a few of the emails are asking if I got Halo Wars 2.
Hey, did you get Halo Wars
You like
2?
Halo?
I did. It's actually really fun.
Do you think those are legit, or are they messing with you?
Probably some of both. I got the Ultimate Edition of the game, so I got like a few days early. It's a good game. It's fun. It's quite fun. Yes.
I've had people literally ask me if I'm going to play Mass Effect Andromeda, so that's why I'm.
I don't know why you would. I mean,
I don't
jeez.
know why you would.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how to respond to that because I don't know if they're messing with me or if they're serious.
I've gotten people lately that have asked me if I'm still going to make videos after the game comes out,
Yeah,
but I
right.
mean, that's somewhat more understandable.
So, why
The
are you
answer is
asking
yes.
Well, BioFan does lots of stuff. I mean, as far
I
as
do lots of stuff.
Tucker, your Mass Effect follow would be hilarious if you just shut down the channel.
that? Right?
Oh, it's out. All right, we're done. Wrap it up. Sorry, guys.
Well, guys, the game's out. Let's.
Nothing left to follow here, so
All right, so let's take care of some stuff that's completely out of order now, by the way. This is a weekly show. It posts every week. It's Mondays at noon Pacific, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, and 8 at night in the UK. If you want to contribute to the show with a question or topic suggestion, email us at andromenerds@gmail.com. Also, if you want to be more about Andromenerds just more than once a week, we have t-shirts now. You can buy them.
Are we doing questions now?
Is that your new thing, Tucker?
Wait,
I'm trying to sell some t-shirts.
I know, but it's been like 10 minutes.
Dude, for the merch.
Get the merch, yo! It's beautiful, wonderful things.
I was looking at something.
I may or may not be wearing my black Andromenerds t-shirt by now.
We are using the funds from the t-shirts to put this in a more visible spot for people to just have it on the go. Mm-hmm. So it's not going into our pockets. It's going back into the show. So if you want to help us out in that way and then have a cool Andromenerds t-shirts, which you can color in any manner you want and use. There are so many options. I can't go over them.
It has customization options, much like the casual wear in Mass Effect Andromeda. Totally just slipping in some news.
Dude,
there.
I just got the shirt. I put that up on Twitter.
He did.
We're gonna have a fashion show.
Yes.
If you bought the shirt and want to tell everyone you got the shirt, just send us a picture.
Yep.
And we'll toss it up because I think that's cool.
Thing is, my dog won that thing. I put up 3 different pictures.
He did.
My dog won
Doofer was adorable.
Did you have a poll with that, or did you
it.
just ask? I didn't see a poll.
Yeah. Well.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever. It's too organized for a poll.
The problem is you can't put pictures and a poll on Twitter. They just haven't gotten that sophisticated yet. We need to make this happen.
So do you guys want to see something that's pretty fucking awesome?
Maybe.
So this is someone's...
I don't know, when you say something's really cool, I'm always a little bit weary.
There's so much confidence in your fellow hosts.
Right? Thank you. Thank you. That's someone's desktop.
Ooh.
Oh, snap, I need chat.
Does it operate like that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's a rain meter. I've used that before. It's actually pretty legit. I don't know if there have been any updates to it, but you can use it to track anything or open any apps or whatnot. It's annoying, but it works.
It's annoying, but it works.
That's awesome, though. Look at that.
That is cool.
See? Confidence in me. Sometimes I show some cool shit. Sometimes I fuck with you guys.
So, speaking of cool shit, we just got a very large gameplay breakdown, introduction, all kinds of things.
Gameplay series, Volume 1.
The Volume 1, the
Video
first
thing.
of the gameplay series, voiced by Mac Walters.
How many of those are there going to be?
At least 4 more. Wait, 3 or 4 more? Yeah.
Really? That many?
Really?
Well, they said one's going to be... Oh, no, they're going to feature the profiles. They're going to feature the squadmate commands. It might be 2 or 3.
Yeah, they could combine those, though, is the thing.
I think there's going to be 2 or 3, because, yeah.
I mean, unless
But there's ones that's going to be crafting, too.
You can really explain... I mean, obviously there are squadmates commands, but you can explain Mass Effect squadmate commands in, a minute, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Well, you say a minute, and we say we can explain for 20 minutes.
Well, then we'll break it down for 25 minutes. But you can give the basics in a minute. And they've even had I think Mass Effect 3 had a tutorial video that was a minute and a half. So
Inquisition had a few. I think they had 2 or 3, and then they intermeshed it with focusing on your companions. And then it got kind of harder to tell what was about the companions and about the combat system, but it was still cool though.
Inquisition had a lot more stuff you could do though. And really,
That's
you can
true.
you can send a guy to a location in Mass Effect, and you can make him attack a target. You can
Well,
make him
how
use
do
an
you know
ability.
we can't do that in Andromeda? How do you know there's not some? We haven't seen
you mean
like
a
a-
war
a
table,
pause
sending
overall?
agents to places?
No, I'm thinking like stopping the game and then ordering full on commands like
tactical
Inquisition.
cam.
Yeah, tactical
Oh.
cam. I don't think so.
I don't think they have that.
I really do like, though, that it shows who your squad mates are attacking. When you tell them to attack, how it has their little symbol above it.
Yeah, that looks like that's a thing,
Yeah, that's awesome.
which is interesting.
I'm waiting for it to bug out, though. And then you just keep on putting it on one target, and then freaking Liam's like, nah, I'm going to attack this other guy. He's right in front of me. It's like, no, attack the freaking mech right over there. No, I don't feel like it.
No. One thing, I noticed how they just kind of run all over the place.
You didn't tell me what to do, God.
Like, do you notice like in almost all the clips, they're just your squad mates are like going wild, like just like all the gameplay. Like they're just gonna attack like wild people.
Dude, Cora, she was freaking vicious. I was watching, it was like halfway into the gameplay. Whenever the mech starts attacking, and she's like throwing stuff on the ground, she's like slapping people. It's like, Jesus, woman.
Damn.
So there's a lot in this gameplay thing. We could talk about all kinds of stuff, but want to focus on a little bit of things that you guys are most interested in. The first thing I want to bring up, and it's kind of tiny. You guys noticed the hazard mechanic, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So did you notice what the temperature was? I mean, we're all Americans, so we probably didn't pick it up right away. The temperature was for it to be hazard?
But it's all in like Celsius.
Yeah.
Hot. Like real hot. Like Texas hot.
It was super
but
hot.
it was like it was like 123 degrees in the hazard
Celsius?
zone. No. Fahrenheit.
Okay.
So that's like, it's bad, but it's not like, you're not going to die.
Oh, so that's my August. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for this.
I
I'm
just
ready to go to Andromeda.
found that
Let's do
amusing,
this.
like the
I've already
like the,
survived it. Let's go.
the life support bar is going down, even though it's
Yeah,
just
that's how I
123.
feel in August.
Is that,
So I would figure that our armor would have cooling in it. I mean,
Right?
technology.
Yeah, I
Isn't-
mean,
it could go
we
out
can
in
travel
space,
to
right?
the
I mean-
Andromeda galaxy. You think we could get some like internal air conditioning up in here? But
I'm hoping there's some like radiation, like Hailstorm, which if you were in the shade, you were fine in Mass Effect 2, but if you were out in direct sunlight, radiation was going to fry you.
I think they confirmed that already.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of
there's like
that's the
different
idea
stuff,
behind
yeah.
the mechanic, though. So I'm hoping it's more, instead of just being a temperature, there's some like radiation going
heat,
on that is going to
there's
mess you up.
radiation. I think there's
Cold.
something
If
else.
There's
you're
frigid
talking
cold,
about-
there's frigid hot.
There you go.
Frigid hot.
Yeah, that,
It's
yeah.
really going to mess you up. You're going to be so
Frigid hot,
confused.
though.
You step out in that frigid hot, and it's just really confusing.
This is going to sound really arbitrary, but I'm really hoping that we can be scumbags and make our character wear like casual outfits outside. Well, it's super, super hot. Just for the realism. Like, I want to burn my rider right now. Let's see how it works.
That's funny.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go Grand Theft Auto in the Mako and just like hopefully drive it into like a village and just like smash all the buildings up and
Why
whatnot.
would you
if
do
that's a
that?
Didn't they say that like some of the cover is like destructible?
For science.
Yeah, destructible
Yeah, cover
environments,
is
which is pretty
destructible,
legit.
so
Not all of
and-
it, though. That's the thing. It's not like
yeah, not all of it,
completely.
but some of it, yeah.
I'm just picturing Ashe with all the different, because you can equip armor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's just be like generic armor, like at the beginning of a lot of RPGs, where you just have regular pants and a regular T-shirt, or like pantaloons, and you can put those out there,
Regular
Dude,
pants.
pajamas. Beige
Pajamas.
pajamas.
Yeah.
and you go running around taking on some cat with beige pajamas on.
Tucker doesn't know what
What?
that is, I don't think.
Don't worry about it, Tucker.
See, every time I'm like, never mind.
Don't worry about it.
I was gonna try to defend myself. Like, I see something interesting, I go look at it, and that's when you mention this stuff. But then I realized I should probably be paying attention to the podcast.
He's just like barely left the Hinterlands, so he's like not like really done much in Inquisition. So we tease him.
I've done a lot in Hinterlands though.
Well, if he's
So
played,
he hasn't done a lot in Inquisition.
but then he knows about the beige pajamas
I know.
then, because you have it while you're in Haven.
I know about the what?
The
But like they were like a thing in like the fandom, but like whatever.
Nah, I don't know about
Tucker,
it's-
which game are you going to beat first? Half-Life 3 or Dragon Age Inquisition?
that. I'm gonna go Half-Life 3.
Well, that's disappointing.
I was quickly trying to think of like another game that has been rumored for coming out for like years and it's never come out.
There's nothing quite like Half-Life 3 as far as that's concerned.
So we were talking about armor, and I wanted to bring up. Did you notice in that same scene where Cora was being a badass and just killing everything? So did you notice that Ryder was wearing that like turquoise kind of colored armor?
Yeah, he's got Angaran armor on, or she has Angaran
it's like
armor
Angara
on, right?
armor. Yeah. It's exactly like the helmet looks exactly like the helmet on in the cinematic trailer when there's a bunch of Angara around. There's ones that are in armor. The helmet looks the
Now,
same.
do we know how many
I thought that was cool.
Andromeda races there are going to be? Because we've only seen the Ket, Remnant, and Angar, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more.
We have the road car, and then we have
Well, is the
possibly
road car
another
a race, though?
Yeah, let's get into the road car then. Who are the road
I
car?
thought the road car
We don't
were
know.
That's a good
was the
question.
name of like
That's a
a
good
like a
question.
group, kind of like the Blue Suns.
one. Like a
Yeah, I
faction.
thought they were
yeah.
like the Blue Suns or something, just like a group. That they weren't a race.
It hasn't been divulged yet officially.
They have
That's-
kind of a Ket look with armor on, which doesn't really fit them. So I was wondering if they were an offshoot of the Ket.
I don't know. They kind of look like Angara to me, but like in a like weird, different kind of armor. I don't know what they are.
Because the thing
We'll
is,
find out in exactly a month from today, because today is the 21st of February.
oh snap!
Well, I mean, what?
Of course, this comes out on the 27th of February, so it's not as cool
Or
for
what if
everyone
you're
else.
getting it on the 16th?
But still.
Oh,
Oh.
logic.
Go play your 10 hours. What do they? Do you think they just cut it off at 10 hours? You're like in the middle of a quest, and they go, "Beep!"
I mean,
We're sorry.
free
I think
trial
so, yeah,
over.
that's how it worked with Inquisitions. It was
Really?
just like, whoop,
Man,
nope,
I really-
Yeah.
And then
Can't
they're
restart
like,
it, though?
but you can buy another 10 hours and then just put in, it's only $5 more. That's how
I really fucked myself over with one of those. I forgot how much time there was, but there was this game called Sheltered. It was on like the Xbox. It was on Xbox, and it says you can try it out for a few hours. And I went and downloaded it, and I loaded up the menu, and then I realized, oh, I should probably start making dinner. And I was looking at the recipe I was going to make, and went, oh shit, I forgot to get this. So I went to the market, grabbed it, came back, I started making it. When I went to sit down, it says your time has expired. I'm like, motherfucker. So
It's a great story. Does not surprise me in the slightest.
really,
Yeah, with your squirrel personality. You like sit down to do something super important, and you're like, "Oh, look at that shiny thing," and then you just leave.
I don't think you understand how much Mackenzie would love to hear you say that.
Well, I mean, we've had this is episode 26 now.
I don't
So,
let-
like more than a day of contact, like
I
directly.
don't let her listen to the podcast, so
You don't let her
No.
listen
She's
to
like,
it.
oh yeah, I'm like, no, you don't need to hear that.
Why not? No, that's I knew you didn't listen to the podcast, but the fact that you actively do not let other people listen to it, that's one strike.
You're not
Tucker.
helping the cause,
It's a different
dude.
story. It's like, you know, because she can.
It's not
she
different
can
at
kinda
all.
Hear what I'm saying now? It's different.
You embarrassed of what she might hear you doing on this podcast, huh?
Or are you just tired of we are pretty rude to you on here, so
Are you
maybe
kidding?
that's,
She's brutal.
But he brings it on himself. He brings it on himself.
It's
We
still-
love him very deeply.
Yay!
So much.
I can't wait for like the one day in like probably 3 years when we actually all meet up and do a podcast.
I could see you like in the middle of the pot, we're all sitting down, and you just get up and leave.
Oh, guys,
damn
look,
it,
they have
Tucker.
donuts.
Oh wait, guys, there's a shiny thing over there. I must
He's like
go.
watching cat and dog videos on his phone while we're talking to each other.
Guys, look, they have donuts. I just stand up and walk out.
See that?
We're in the middle of the podcast. I pull like a McDonald's burger bag out from underneath my seat.
Okay, so definitive answer: race versus faction.
Faction.
Everyone, go. Rokar.
Faction. I want it to be race.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with I want it to be a brand new species, but so I'm just gonna go with that.
I'm gonna go with faction, but I too would also like it to be another race because
I just want more races. The Angara are pretty cool, but really, like, we've been stuck kind of with the Milky Way galaxy races, and while they're cool, and while Quarians are really cool and super awesome at the same time, you know, I would really like to see new races other than the Quarians.
But hopefully, the Quarians will be in Mass Effect Andromeda. I have so much ride. I have so much
we're
ride
so
on this
close,
theory now.
and we haven't seen them. I don't think they're there.
I can't switch that theory now. I'm so deep into this theory now. I gotta ride it until
You're so
Andromeda.
committed to it.
I do think that they will be in the game, but
I think they'll be mentioned.
If they're not in the game and they announce the first DLC that's coming out that is entirely Quarian related, will that be okay?
that counts.
I'd be okay with it.
They're like, and this DLC has to do with a lost Quarian ship that you need to find.
I don't know if I'll be okay with it, but I'll play.
Well, there is a lost
It's
arc,
like-
according to
I just like
the
to imagine the
book
Quarians are
lineup.
arriving late. Like a
So-
bunch of them have their windows open. They're like rowing their way there. Guys, we're here. What did we miss?
It's very high tech for the Quarians rowing.
They have the Geth on the outside swimming, like tied to the ship, like swimming like sled dogs.
Yep, that'll change the game quite a bit.
Jeez. To be honest, I would have figured they would be the first ones to get to Andromeda rather than
Yeah.
You would
the
think
last ones.
the techie ones, yeah.
Yeah, they are the techie ones.
I guess they were so involved. They had like a very definite cultural goal that I don't think they would have been like, let's go do this totally different thing that's totally against
Here's
that.
the thing.
Well,
And
technically, if you want to
just
do
forget
your
about
pilgrimage, like, I'm going to start a mass relay of my own to another
I mean, that
galaxy.
would be a great pilgrimage. Or what if when they're looking at, like, oh, here are planets that we see in Andromeda, and they're looking like, oh, a few of them are livable? What if the Quarians go, oh, hey, that one can sustain us?
But they're very big on getting their homeworld back.
I'm
is the
tired
thing.
of
Like,
bringing up the fact of all the planets that are in the Milky Way. So I'm tired of bringing it up, so I won't do it. But as far as
No, there's too many Krogans. Screw that.
as far as a pilgrimage is concerned, like can't quite work like that because you need to go out and acquire something and come back. But it might make sense for a small couple of ships to try to latch on in case there's some really awesome resources there that can pull the people out. And you can come up with a way to make it work, that's for sure.
I'm just imagining the Quarians are going, gosh, we kind of fucked up this galaxy with the Geth. Let's try to get out of here.
So let's try to steer back on the gameplay. Ashe, what was your favorite part from the stuff from the gameplay, either gameplay or not gameplay related?
Ooh. This is going to sound really, really small. But so you know the scene whenever we see Sarah, the first one, and she just, like, it's like either they woke up or whatnot and talking to the two, right? Mm-hmm. Did you notice the data pad?
Yes.
And how it doesn't have, it's not a stationary, like, static image that is barely moving, but it's actually, like, translucent?
Yes.
yeah.
So
Did you? I didn't.
So I really like that because it's like the small details to like what they changed with Andromeda, but also because so back when, whenever I used to do machinima around Mass Effect, I used to dabble with all the models and stuff. Those data pads are a pain in the dick. Like, they are so hard to actually animate and properly, like, do, that the fact that they look so cool now, it's like, that's awesome! I can never put that into Source Filmmaker, but that's awesome! So, I have an irrational, like, love for what they did with that.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, all right. I'm looking at it now. It's just like a little bit of flashing
It's
lights.
floaty. I thought
Carrie
they were
was
blurring
thinking
something.
you were like, I zoomed in microscopically to find the letters, and it's the plot secret to the game, and I'd be like,
Dude, that's happened before in other games, but still,
other games.
developers do that. And
How
I was
crazy
like,
would
oh my
that
god,
be?
it's blurred.
That would have been quite fantastic.
Sucker, what else was fantastic about the gameplay?
I like the small kind of minute details, kind of like what Ash was saying. The Nomad,
Yeah.
like when Sarah went up to get cover on it, the Nomad opened.
oh yeah, it's like it automatically opens.
And-
That's cool. I
Do you
guess
think-
maybe if you need like a quick getaway, maybe it does that automatically, so you can be like, fuck, we're not ready for
Even
this
though they
area.
said
We're
there's
not ready.
no-
Leave.
They said
abort.
there's no animation to getting into it. Still, it was kind of cool that that's a thing.
They used to have one, but it was annoying.
I liked
so
that.
They took it out.
And also, near the end, when they were fighting the mech, the person used the jetpack and hit their head.
Yeah, I saw that,
That was
right?
true. I was like, oh man, they're gonna go on top of the building. Oh no, he hit the top.
I thought that was fantastic.
I was so excited for that.
And the fact that they showed that too, I'm like, that's amazing.
I'm just like wondering. So instead of an animation of getting in, it's kind of like Mass Effect 1 where you hit a button and suddenly all of a sudden your entire squad's inside the.
Yeah,
The
that's
Mako?
what it is.
Okay.
Probably.
Do you think
kind
you
of,
can
think of like the horse from Inquisition, but like a million times more high tech?
God
Then,
damn
but then
that
you can get
horse.
into your Mako and start running over the enemies, right?
Yeah.
So, yes,
I think that's
that
the
is
only
confirmed.
reason
I mean,
why to have the Mako, right?
There
Or
have been
Nomad
a few,
around.
No,
there've
Nomad,
been a
that's
few
right.
tweets of developers just committing manslaughter with the Nomad.
There are not enough space cows in the galaxy.
Be great if there was a level, like one of the explorable planets where you can go down and there's, wildlife just like that and you can hit it. But if you hit too many, then all of a sudden a massive horde comes and starts chasing you.
Or like a thresher maw pops out of the ground and just like.
Well, I was just thinking like you hit some space cows, but what if an entire herd comes out? I mean,
That'd be amazing.
And they
but
just
that'll
start
also
chasing
probably
you.
kill some people's computers.
So you're saying that they're basically Swamp Thing.
Kinda.
So how many pie...
I just
That
Oh
would
no
be
no 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 no!
cool.
This is how you do it. You have space cow die, then another space cow die, and then one that is completely radiated big space mama cow that just comes out of nowhere and then starts attacking the Nomad, and it can catch up with you unless if you boost.
Can you romance it?
That's more important. Yeah.
I don't know. It is kind of shifty.
So how many Pyjack do you think are going to be in Andromeda?
At least one.
At least one.
Well, we had the pie
Yeah,
jack.
that's what I'm wondering. It's like, you're not bringing
find
just
it-
one
Yeah.
Pyjack. I mean, what?
Find it curious how they didn't bring the Quarians, yet we have
Right?
a Pyjack.
I mean, importance, right? Like, who cares a bunch of Quarians? I mean, they don't live.
If you bring more than one, according to Pyjack lore, those things multiply pretty quick.
That is true. Though, like, I wonder what purpose they serve, or if they don't serve
I think
any
it's just
purpose.
going to wander about your
just brought
ship.
them.
Testing for Genophage Phase 2.
I can't recall any situation in Mass Effect where anybody has a pet Pyjack or thinks it's a good
I'm just
idea.
imagining.
So maybe it's like a weird family thing, like you found this Pyjack, because like your dad has a rock that you're supposed to rub for good luck. So maybe he just like really likes Pyjacks, like he's really quirky. So maybe that's why, and he paid like $1 bazillion to have like a special cryopod made for your Pyjack. I could see that. Totally.
Your dad's a weirdo, experimenting
dad
with
is a
illegal
weirdo.
artificial intelligence, love with
Papa
Pyjacks.
weirdo.
It's
Writer.
like the cat
God.
in the movie
I'm
Alien.
starting to. All right, BioFan, what did you like about the gameplay?
I found the Rokar interesting because I'm curious about what they are now. Also, I really liked seeing the bioluminescent planet, like the night jungle that glows and stuff.
That
That's my
one's really
favorite.
pretty.
That should be cool.
That one was my favorite.
I'm really looking forward to playing this game in HDR.
How about the fact it was raining in one area? I thought that was really cool. That it's not that.
Weather's awesome.
And I wonder, do we know if that's just something that'll just happen in the game, that it might be raining here? Yeah.
Dynamic
No,
weather?
there is no dynamic weather.
no, it's
I
like
wish
it's
there
constant.
was. God.
Yeah, there's different world states, so
Like
there's a
Dragon
chance.
Age Inquisition.
Sort of. So I imagine like if you do something, a planet's environment might change, but it won't change on the fly. It'll be set
Yeah.
for your exploration.
Damn it. I want my kiss in the rain with Jaal. God damn it.
Well, just find the right
But
planet.
does he like water? That is the question.
I just think that'd be really cool. If just dynamic weather, like you're at this planet one time and then you leave, go to another place, and you come back and it's like the weather's a bit different. Now maybe it's raining lightly or something. That'd be awesome.
I'm sure you could find a rainy planet. You just got to make sure that the space cat likes water. There might be an issue.
How about
Space
and
Lion.
there's also
Yes,
mods.
Space Lion. Rawr.
mods? If they can make that
Oh
work.
no, Inquisitor, I can't possibly go
can't
that
possibly.
large.
I don't have my umbrella. I can't possibly.
I may get a sprinkle. The heavens,
we
no.
go out in the rain? We'll get moister than an oyster.
now this is going to happen.
For the next month, we're all gonna pretend that Jaal is this fancy schmancy.
Jaal is a pompous British person.
Yes, 100%.
We already had the
month.
cat. They're just like, you go land on there, like, how rude.
How?
You land on my planet.
Absolutely
My
pedantic.
God, that's not a cat.
Cat.
You Milky Way heathens.
If you're British and listening to the podcast, are we being insulting or not?
We are so
We
sorry.
probably are. I'm
We
sorry.
are so sorry.
This is the best we can do. This is what happens when ability drain
It's
isn't
probably the worst we can do.
on. All right, you might have more talent in this situation than I do. So, anything else you want to chat about? I really like the way that a lot of these abilities appeared to work with each other, which I don't know how many can do this with, but being able to freeze someone and then biotic charge them, or grab somebody and then throw that person at other people.
Here's your friend.
Here's your friend.
Here's your friend.
You're like, give him
Take
back.
it back. Okay.
So I have an irrational hatred for combos, but only because of biotic charge. So whenever you free something and then all of a sudden you just see another person like freaking charge at it and kill it, right as I'm mid-charge. I hated that so much in multiplayer that I can't fathom it for Andromeda, even though it looks like that's going to happen repeatedly
Ashe
all
has
the
been
time.
triggered.
What?
Yeah, well, don't worry about it, Tucker.
But I literally like looked away for 1 second. I wasn't even at my computer. It was just like I was looking around at the room I'm in, and I missed it.
Sorry, Tucker. It's okay. There's like a shiny over there.
Because I just moved into this apartment, so I'm looking around like, oh, there's some boxes I probably still need to unpack here. I'm looking around while this is going.
You are a squirrel. I mean, jeez.
Now, Bobita's gonna have to change you from a Solarian to a squirrel.
No,
in our
the
comic.
Solarian fits
a
perfectly.
squirrelarian?
Oh, okay.
I mean, the Solarians don't concentrate on anything for very long either. They just go.
They're like squirrel frogs.
Yeah, squirrel frog amphibians.
Speaking of
Space
Solarian
frogs.
frog people,
Oh.
that Kumail Nanjiani video that was totally teasing and then didn't tell us who he was voicing was just...
Of course.
Of course.
Do you
Of
think
course.
that may be a
Of
new
course they would do
race? This like space frogs kind of thing?
No,
They could be completely. They could be joking, and he actually is part of like the new race, just to mess with us.
I'm thinking that might be a new race, and they're just and they might call them space frogs just in development as a little joke.
I mean, we don't have jellyfish
Right?
anymore. Why not?
Well, they said he's important to the Andromeda Initiative, which makes me think he like came from the Milky Way, which makes me think he's a Solarian.
He's a Ralloy. Let's go with it.
Okay,
Ralloy are in Andromeda.
Oh,
sure.
you get no
So-
Quarians, but you get
That'd be awesome.
Ralloy. Jeez, no.
Oh, oh, that Ralloy is really a Quarian. I'm just waiting for it. So they also recently announced the new comic called Mass Effect Discovery, in which Tyrion Kandros, aka totally going to be Nyrene's relative, just saying, is apparently infiltrating the Andromeda Initiative to find out what some scientist discovered that's apparently going to be a big deal. And my question to y'all is, do you think that because he's infiltrating the initiative, that this is taking place prior to departure to Andromeda or while they're in Andromeda?
I would say before.
I think it's or he could be like he's like going in like I'm going to investigate these people, and he falls into, a cryo state. He wakes up and he's in Andromeda. Like,
Damn
oh,
it.
shit. It's just like,
Hey, have you guys ever seen
Shit.
Futurama? Like the first episode where he like falls
Yeah.
into the cryostasis or cryo thing.
just like that.
Are there
Those are the only
are
options,
there any
right?
hands-on with the trip to Andromeda? Like, are the Krogans and Asari still kind of up and about?
No, I think it's it's confirmed the Asari are definitely in cryo. I think just everybody's in cryo.
Everyone's in
So
cryo,
there's-
apparently.
We've been over this. It's really boring for 600 years.
Yeah, I was just wondering if maybe like some Asari or some Krogan are kind of up and about doing things, making sure everything's...
Maybe like every 100 years there's like a maintenance shift or something.
I mean, they
I
did
don't know.
say in the
Maybe.
Arc and Nexus one that for the majority of your journey, you will be in cryo. So I'm guessing that means that every once in a while you wake up and exercise.
I think it's that like they wake up when they've got like a little bit before they arrive in the galaxy, so that they're like prepared for the arrival. Maybe because we have
Before
like
they get attacked by space
fighters
cats.
that like escort us into the galaxy too.
I was thinking that
so-
it maybe meant that
Yeah.
they wake up when they're like halfway there just to kind of exercise or stretch and make sure everything's good with the ships.
But they have the AI, though, right?
We'll find out in a month. So
I mean, then you go right back into cryo and undo all that.
I mean, you're making sure everything's going, you're stretching, because... I know in some games there's
I
like...
mean, it's cryo though.
That's risky in itself.
I think that's counterintuitive.
I would figure that they would have VI and AI in order to maintain the ships.
That is also true.
How long
Very good
it-
point.
No, I can see Tucker being so out of control that he actually wakes up in cryo and gets out and runs around. Like he can't sit still for that long.
I bet you it's Sam is like helping out and like making sure everything's
How
okay. I
long
bet you
do
that's what it
AIs
is.
survive in Mass Effect? Do they ever like break down?
I'm pretty sure they're immortal.
Yeah, there are a couple of instances where we had to fight rogue AI. Rogue AI, but also what was it? In Mass 1, whenever you go to the exogeny, the whole thing with the Thorian, you have to deal with the AI that was deteriorating. And it can't, like, recognize certain things. I
think
can't
it's a-
remember.
Was the
But
Thorian
that-
from
VI,
our cycle
right?
or a previous cycle? I forget.
Previous.
Previous.
Way previous.
fact-
Way previous.
Like,
Possibly many cycles.
Okay.
Because I was just wondering if, like,
Then that's
maybe...
like a really old AI.
I'm quite curious.
Quite.
So what do you think that secret that scientist discovered could be?
I'm hoping it's a good reason to go to Andromeda, as opposed to just cause.
I'm wondering if it's the Reapers.
No more Reapers, please. For
No,
the
but
love of
like,
God.
oh, hey, he discovered the Reapers are coming. Let's get out of here. But no, they don't know about that, I don't think.
I
would
like
just
to
be really
imagine the people leaving they're going on these ships, they're heading towards Andromeda, they're looking out the window, and the Reaper's going back, whew, dodged a bullet there.
They nearly almost, though, like, they leave right before Mass Effect 3
It's like at the
starts.
end of Arrival, right? Isn't that what it is? It's like...
Let me double check which happens first.
We blew up the Batarian homeworld. Whoops, our bad.
Peace.
Hey, we're gonna escape to another galaxy to avoid.
Let's get out. I think
Let's get out while we still
the problem with I think it's before the arrival, but the issue there is that depending on how you play Mass Effect 2, you can actually play Arrival in between.
Well, I
if you
think it's
want
like,
to.
isn't it canonical that Arrival takes place after the ending of Mass Effect 2?
Yeah, but you don't have to play it that way if you play it after you download it.
I think that's what they're meaning.
You can like,
Is that,
yeah, but if you're not, whatever, it's a stupid.
The original trilogy doesn't matter, man. My choices back then didn't matter. Jeez.
600 years in the future. New
My
galaxy.
name is Ryder. Fuck you.
I just can't wait for all the jokes about Shepard. He went through the galaxy banging every single alien that he could. Now Ryder is actually going to be doing that.
Yes, there is a lot of banging. Actually, no. I'm actually
There's more
really happy
banging
about the fact
than in any previous Mass Effect game.
Does that... Oh, wait,
So,
was it specific to Mass Effect, or did they say more banging than any of the previous games?
okay, so you get in
Previous Mass
trouble when you
Effects.
say ever, because like back in like the early Star Wars games, there was like a lot going on, right?
Yo, DAO, where you had a brothel
Oh
and
yeah,
two.
that too.
Serendipity,
So-
wink. Yeah.
So just like definitely more than in previous Mass Effect games. So, because also you run into trouble of like when developers say that, how long has the developer been at BioWare? And so whatnot. But more than in the Mass Effect trilogy, more romance options. So there you go.
So do we want to jump into polls?
Let's do a poll.
Because that went with the so last week on the show. We asked and completely ruined the pretty good banging hashtag. Which of these planets would you want to romance? Ilium, Palavin, Kaje, or Rannoch?
Ash,
And
which one would
I
you
guess not
romance?
surprisingly, that's a good question.
Well, I think Palavin is practically a hot dog in a hallway at this point. So I mean, you can't really choose that one. What were the other choices?
Ilium, Kaje, and Rannoch.
Ooh, Ronox is just about the same as well. Ilium.
Yeah, Ilium crushed this poll. 46%,
Oh, yeah, that's the one I went with.
I'm not surprised.
27% for Palavin, 18% for Rannoch, 10% for Kaje.
Hey, I wanted to do something interesting and new, okay?
Something
Variety.
interested in new.
Yeah. And
So-
for the record, 10% is 120 people. I am not alone in this poll.
No, you are
So-
not. So this week we just got a bunch of abilities and stuff. So I'm curious, which way are you gonna go? Combat, tech, or biotics? I'm going tech. I always go tech. I'm one of the very few people who do that. Apparently.
I mean, do you also want to mention like sub ones like combat tech, biotic tech?
There are only 4 options
Yeah,
in a poll, Tucker.
That's the problem.
Okay, how about what if you do combat tech, biotic, and combination?
But combination's
Combination
gonna
would
win.
win. Like, yeah, that's-
Which would you favor? I mean, theoretically, you can go 1-1-1. I guess the fourth could be even split.
Fisticuffs?
there's no Jacob option in this poll.
I love the. I
What,
love
so
that
just
people
punching?
will comment Jacob on it, and they. I get. Why do I get the comments of Jacob in my video comments? Do you guys not get that?
I
No.
do.
Because I will sometimes I put out a video I don't know, a recent one I did. It's like why you should buy Mass Effect Andromeda. People say Jacob. I'm like,
Somebody-
why?
I like how this
Because
show
they
comes back to
can.
haunt you in weird ways.
favorite one is in About the Races, the keeper. Someone said, I would say Jacob is a keeper. I'm like, dude, what?
All right. Have you sent out the poll?
I did. I just put it out there into the world.
Now we're
voted.
into Minius's favorite part of the show, reacting live to people's poll results and then putting it out weeks later.
I voted.
But it's fun.
There's no way that Tech's gonna win this.
There's flamethrower now though. That's pretty cool.
I'm going combat because I'm boring.
All right, we'll check in later when we have a more of an actual sample size. Do you want to get into questions?
Do we want to go to email questions?
Is there anything I should know?
There are new messages at your private terminal.
Hey, what's up, Trainer? Ashe, we have like an audio thing that we put in of Trainer telling us we have private messages at our terminal. So that's why.
It's quite bizarre, probably, if you don't know that. Like Ability Drain didn't. It was fun. Okay, Tucker, you do have questions.
Yes,
Did you look at them beforehand, or
well,
whoa?
Yeah,
he's prepared.
He's prepared. What?
Right. Before we get to it, look at the podcast thing. Look at what Adam Wigley commented on it.
By the way, Minius, he has been hounding you all day to apologize to him for his love of Drac. Because you said it was creepy, and now literally all day long has been tweeting us.
Oh, has he?
Like,
I haven't checked it. I will not. I will not apologize. It's creepy.
Are you guys seeing what he said?
What? You're not up for old man Drac?
No, it's just that like he was in love with Drac before we got a picture of him. So like, it's just,
I can just hear the seething, and there you're like,
I'm not mad at him. I'll admit that some of this is I'm slightly jealous that I can't be Drac's #1 fan. It is impossible.
I'm gonna.
I can't beat him on
point
that.
out. Did you see what he commented on the poll?
don't say Jacob.
It's
what did he comment? I don't see anything.
It's a pony
Pinkie Pie rubbing
gif
her
or something.
cutie mark in a really weird way.
Yeah, I don't know how that fits though.
Trick question. It doesn't.
It was in replying to mine saying I vote for fisticuffs, and he said me too. While like Pinkie Pie looks like she's preparing her ass.
Is there anything I should know?
There are new messages at your private terminal.
Yes.
Hey, Trainer, what's
But
up?
before we get to questions, Sam Ybarra pointed something out. I would just like to point out that a few episodes ago, BioFan challenged Tucker to completing the game each other had already completed. BioFan had not killed the Griffin in Witcher 3, and Tucker had not left the Hinterlands. BioFan stated, I will kill the Griffin when Tucker leaves the Hinterlands. Well, Tucker has left the Hinterlands, so where is the Griffin, BioFan? Where is it?
Guess I know what I'm doing this weekend.
Does it really count if he leaves the Hinterlands and the first thing he does is quit playing the game?
Does it really count if he's like?
I didn't quit the game.
Wait, I believe
left the
our like
Hinterlands.
step. I believe what like he brought up. Tucker brought up that like, oh, I'll just leave it right now. But I think we brought up that he has to like progress through the story for it to really count that he's left the Hinterlands. I think that was part of the rules of this bet.
Even if we didn't, I want to retroactively fix it because that was the entire point of getting him to leave the Hinterlands.
That was the entire point, is him actually like getting in through the story
So
a little bit.
I left the Hinterlands. I did this mission in like an area where you don't attack anyone. You just kind of walk around and it looks like a Disney resort area kind of thing. And
oh, Valerio.
Sure. And I talked to like this woman about stuff that I'm pretty sure you can romance. And I went from there.
You can't.
I went from there and went, okay, I'll go to this place. And I went there and royally fucked myself up because I'm now stuck at a place where I can't kill the monsters that are there. I can't run back to a place where I can like sort some shit out. Because once I die, I restart at the checkpoint that is surrounded by monsters I can't kill.
I just don't think you're trying hard enough.
You can't just hit the pause menu and then fast travel out of there?
Yeah, I can't.
No, not when you're in combat.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't do that when enemies are around you, right?
I find it interesting that the checkpoint is a place of combat.
Yeah, that's unusual.
Yeah.
I've had that happen once, actually. But the way that I got out of that was I sacrificed my squad mates and then just ran away. And then they respawn close to me.
Let your friends die, Tucker, and just get out of there.
Yeah,
that's literally what you have to do.
Hit the pause menu
For the good of the Inquisition.
and send your squad mates to die, and then get away.
Right. Sounds like something I could do.
Yeah.
So my obligation to kill the Griffin has not been met yet. Just saying.
In fact, I think we might need proof.
Yeah, we need proof.
We need proof of you.
You need the head.
Proof of what?
You need to bring me
Need like a 10-second clip of you doing something in a much different zone.
Hold on, I will pull up my achievements in Dragon Age Inquisition to prove.
No, not,
we
not good enough.
need a pic of him in that sword scene. You know that one that happens after that thing that happens? You know, where you get the sword and you raise it up, trying to not spoil it for Tucker, but y'all know what I'm talking about,
Am
right?
I King Arthur?
Where Liliana hands you the sword?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Spoilers!
Okay,
Wait, questions,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
We were going to do questions? Hold on. Is this the new record for the asking, is there anything I should know, than actually getting to a fucking question?
Yes.
Thanks, Tucker. That's not a question.
All right, so Paul Heberer, who's German, asks, which of the weapon types, Remnant, Milky Way, or Helios, do you like the most?
Helios.
Did I say Helios? Helios.
I want to say Helios weapons, but I want to test them first.
Yeah, I can't answer this question until I've actually used them.
I really
don't
like heavy
Am I
hitting like single shot guns, and it appears that Helios weapons are that.
And
But
I like
Is
rapid
it just
fire.
me or the
but-
Helios weapons look really newbie?
Yeah.
Like it looks like it's
Yeah,
autoing
it's-
practically. And that doesn't.
It
That's
says
not
that
appealing
it
to
doesn't have
me.
like a soft kind of auto aim.
yeah, but it looks like
It has heat tracker. Yeah.
it looks like that's you can't get critical shots that way. So yes
Well, no,
and no.
because you could
Sucks.
charge it, and the more that you charge it, the more damage it would do, right?
And that did look like a direct shot whenever it's charged.
Yeah, well, you have to exactly. You have to test this stuff out.
I like the Remnant because as someone who misses a lot of his targets, not having to worry about ammo is kind of awesome.
Yeah, I saw someone complaining that they're like still thermal clips. I'm like, dude, you don't have to use those guns. You can
They're-
use
they're
no
optional.
thermal. This is like the perfect system. You can use the type of guns you
They
want
explained
to.
how the Milky Way weapons will find ammo around the area.
Well, it's
How?
Lore. Yeah.
theoretically it should be. Well, we'll see how they explain it. They'll probably
it
change
was
it up.
Ian Fraser. He said that you don't find ammunition, but you find stuff that your biotic tool can turn into ammunition.
Into thermal clips or into.
So you find like metal that you turn into bullets.
Theoretically, you don't need bullets from the original
just need a
design.
Krogan.
Yeah. Yeah, that.
Ashe knows the real answer to this question.
I couldn't help myself.
I don't need ammunition.
Here it is. Someone asked a rather small thing, but how frequently will I run into ammo from my Milky Way galaxy weapons in Andromeda? And Ian responded saying, never, but you'll find raw material that can be field repurposed into thermal clips via your Omni tool.
Interesting. So it is thermal clips.
But why would I care if I have beams?
Yeah, they'll make it work, and you should get over it because you can play exactly the way you
Exactly.
want to play.
There you go.
And let's see, Ian Porro asks, are you going to read the Mass Effect novels that are coming out?
Yes.
Eventually.
I got a game
Yeah.
to play first.
I will read them. Yes.
I hate that the book is now coming out the same day as the game.
Yeah. I wish it was a
Yeah.
week ahead of time.
No one's gonna read that.
Yeah, I wish it was like a week before. I think they would actually sell more books if it were the case. But then again, I'm not in publishing. I don't know how it works. But I believe that they would sell more before the game came out because so many people would want to read it and then play the game.
I mean, I
but-
ordered the book
That's what I would
just
do.
so I can
Yeah.
have
Jeez.
it.
Yeah, I
But
pre-ordered
I'm
it
not
as
going to
well.
read it when it comes here because that's the day the game comes out.
Yeah, I'm going to be a little busy. Yeah, like I think it would have been better for them to release it either like a month or two after the game or like a little bit before the game, but the same day. I think that's going to
Yeah, maybe. I mean, even if it was like,
but
I'm surprised they
even
didn't
if it was
combine
like
it.
2 days before.
Wait, Ash, what's up?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, I'm surprised they didn't combine it with the deluxe or the big versions for the collectors, the collector
good
edition.
point,
Like they should have done that.
well, they did say they might add more items to the collector's edition before launch, so maybe.
Yeah, but that's a book. Though,
Yeah, true.
That like that would be way ahead of time announced though.
Well, I don't know. There's been things that I'm surprised. For example, let's say any Andromeda music has yet to be heard, and we're a month away from launch. So they're really just saving all the things for like last minute. So
Did any of you go to the in Montreal, the concert that played the Andromeda music?
Did you?
Damn.
Like, I know that someone on Reddit did, but I mean, then again, how do you know?
Well, I mean, they could be like living in Montreal. I was like, I checked this shit out. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But with that,
Did they make them sign an NDA when they went in there?
They didn't post it.
It was just a concert.
It was a concert, yeah. They didn't even put it online, and like, so I don't know how, like, it just seems weird to me that like they played the Andromeda music live, but like then it was never, like, you would think someone on the internet would have been like, I'm gonna go film that, and then like put it on somewhere online, but no.
Dude, if I had the ability to fly over, I would have just done that.
Yeah.
God, Montreal, damn it.
Very far away.
All right, let's see. Justin Smith asks if you could what two DLC squad? What? If you could make two DLC squad members, would all you? What the fuck? If you could, what two DLC squad members would all you make?
I'm really glad you reviewed these.
There's some serious typos in there, but I believe he's asking us what DLC squad mates would we
I skimmed them, and like, this seems like a decent question. I didn't check for grammatical errors. If you could create two DLC squad members, who would you make? Me personally, I would like one like a rogue Ket soldier, and my second would be, if they came, a male Quarian, like Kyle Rieger. If the Quarians are not there, I'd like a female Krogan. So, what do you guys?
I want Jonah. Does anyone remember Jonah from the trilogy?
Jonah Hill?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Jonah Hill, the Quarian kid.
So
that kid.
so Jonah, his parents died. Well, spoilers, but
Spoilers.
One in
Whoa.
Mass 2 and Mass 3. But I would have loved to have him in the Andromeda Initiative as like the one squad mate. I would absolutely like buy a DLC just for that.
So it might not work if his parents don't know where he is, because you're like, oh, he's in Andromeda. When did that happen? I didn't know that.
Well, his parents are kind of like the mom died early, and then was it the dad who died?
The mom
early?
died in Mass Effect 2.
In any case,
on the ship, right? On the Tally loyalty mission ship.
yeah, and then 3 on Rannoch.
So that the kid would have had to leave before 3.
You never know.
Okay, let's make it happen anyway.
I'm hoping. Okay, God.
She gets
Sorry.
to pick who she wants to pick. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to use logic.
I
Like
can't
an idiot.
choose Solus, so I had to do something at least credible.
Solus. No, you can totally
You
pick
could
Solus.
pick Solus. I mean, Fade Magic. You never know what's
In
possible.
fact, when he wanders off at the end of the regular Dragon Age game, he goes to Andromeda for a while
totally
God,
plausible.
multiverse theory
and then comes back.
or time travel, because that apparently exists in Dragon Age. God damn it. Sorry, I'm still bitter about that.
So I like your male Quarian idea. Like, period. I think that probably should happen.
No, that was me. That's what he said.
No, I mean, I think that's pretty much everyone's idea, right?
If the Quarians are there, they like a male Quarian one.
Yeah, male Quarian squad mate.
I would like that Solarian one that is the cut squad mate. Yeah,
The one that was cut.
I'd love for that one
Yeah.
to come back. Or
Yeah.
I would love to have like a Ket squad mate. Just have like an enemy as one of your squad mates, kind of like in Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. You can play as a collector.
You don't want
But he's an awakened collector.
you don't want a repurposed Reaper as a squad mate. You got like Harbinger.
Harvey the Harbinger.
Send Harbinger in. Let's see. If I was going to pick two that I absolutely would take with me every single time, probably Solarian and a Space Bear.
How about that gigantic metal thing that we saw? Like
The robot
Yeah.
dinosaur? Okay. Space Bear robot dinosaur combo. Unbeatable.
Totally wins every time.
I'm not kidding about the Space Bear thing. I would like to have like a pet
I would
companion. Like
I'm actually gonna steal your idea and put Space Bear down for one of mine, and the other. I think this would be a cool and potentially possible cameo. I think this is possible, but maybe Gianna Parasini,
you can't steal my girlfriend, dude.
because she's not in Mass Effect 3 to
Yeah.
any capacity, right?
Really
She's
the
not there at
only
all.
character with lines that can potentially show up in this game, right?
Because I've been doing research. I may or may not be working on a video about this. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. But like I've been doing some research. When I went back and played the game, I was like, they're not in Mass Effect 3. They're not in Mass Effect 3. Oh wait, they can die. Never mind. But so I think maybe Gianna Parasini could be a cool
I think a Volus squadmate is necessary.
If they
That
don't
would
have
be cool.
biotic gods in freaking multiplayer, at least I will throw a fit.
It would be fun to see an Elcor with a jump pack.
Yes. Like you fly up and its attack just goes up and then it just falls down onto your enemies.
I would love for
Earth, like, around it
you to get a
shatters.
Volus squadmate or something like that, and just no explanation to how they got there. It's just one Volus.
It's just one Volus.
Just one bullet.
I delivered a pizza, and now I'm in Andromeda. What happened?
That's my favorite pizza delivery person ever.
in fiction or period, like fiction and reality?
Just ever.
If Caden showed up with a pizza at your house, would you change your mind?
No, it's strip. Wait, what?
I'm with you there. But I meant like as in pizza delivery person that I've ever seen before. Ever. So Caden has yet to deliver a pizza, but if he did, number one fave. Yes.
He makes you breakfast. That's
He
all I
does
want.
make you breakfast. And he makes no, wait, no, that's he makes you dinner, but James makes you
Dinner.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Right. Cuz he's all about
I
like the
banged him
eggs
too, I'm
and
sorry.
asking everyone if they want eggs. And then no one responds. To
Yeah, and it was like,
All right.
Because they're all hungover in the shower.
All right, and the last question is from Linus Newman. And this person asks, what would you guys be doing now if Mass Effect Andromeda had never been announced and was never going to be released? Like, if no one ever thought about continuing the franchise and just stopped at the end of Mass Effect 3.
Then I would be covering whatever game BioWare was working on, so probably like the new IP I would assume would be their priority if Andromeda was never made. So I'd be covering like the new IP stuff, or like the next Dragon Age would probably be further along, maybe. I don't know. That stuff. Because I'm a
New
BioWare
IP.
channel. What's up?
Dragon Age is going to be for a while,
Oh yeah.
definitely, but
But it's
that'll
gonna
be in
like
the future.
so
2019 at the earliest.
Ooh.
So good.
2019 at the earliest.
I don't know about earliest, because they got over the hump that is Frostbite.
Yeah,
that's
Frostbite's a piece
but
of shit. But
you got a new IP for next year,
Yeah.
and you want to.
So maybe the year after that.
So-
well, in the world that Andromeda doesn't exist, then all of the resources would be attributed to the new IP in Dragon Age.
Yeah.
So that would be accelerated time. But
yeah, like the new IP would be what Andromeda is now, and then
I
the
see.
next Dragon Age would be what the new IP is now, which is
Okay.
apparently very far along.
I was making a comment on when we might see the next Dragon Age Inquisition, but you are correct in the context. So Tucker, if Mass Effect Andromeda wasn't announced and never existed, what would you be doing?
I'd
Halo
still be
follower.
working just at Halo follower.
Wait, you like Halo?
I resisted.
what? Are you
I
buying Halo
already
Wars
bought it.
too?
I'm ahead of you.
Whoa!
Whoa!
If Mass Effect Andromeda was never going to happen and never announced, I would not exist.
Really? You wouldn't be here?
As Minius. I would not
What?
be here. No.
So, wait,
What?
I was here solely
That's so
for the.
sad.
Mass Effect Andromeda would stop your birth from happening?
Yes. Well,
Wow.
I mean, I have a real name in a real life, and I don't walk around going by Minius, so I wouldn't really exist.
You're not really a Krogan plushie?
No, but I am now. I'm now thanks to Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh, and also, did you guys see the at PAX East? They're gonna do Andromeda on the main stage
is-
again.
Yeah, I'm super
When
mad
is
about that
PAX East?
actually,
Yes.
Yeah.
because I
Gonna be there.
I went last year hoping they would be there, and they wouldn't say, and they wouldn't tell me they weren't going to be there, and I showed up and they weren't there, and now I'm not going, and they're
When
going to
is
be there.
PAX East?
So
That's always how it works, though.
Yep.
Again, when does PAX East?
PAX East is early.
March 10th
the
to
10th?
the 12th, I think.
Yep.
I just reported on it, so I should remember.
Any of you guys going? I mean, the Minius, I'm sorry.
I went last year and I used my money for that. So anyway, as we got into, we all do stuff on the internet with Mass Effect and YouTube.
Wait, what?
I know it's weird that we're on YouTube, on our YouTube
Since
channel talking about
when?
YouTube. But is there
I
a cool
am
video that
shocked.
you've done that you want to direct people towards and make them watch? Make them watch.
Make 'em watch.
Tucker, what have you done?
Not much. I think I did this mentioned this in an earlier one, but I made a video about why you should buy Mass Effect Andromeda. There's that.
Do it.
You just moved, so you're getting back into the swing of things, right?
Oh yeah, I mean I've been busy.
So things are coming back soon.
Yeah.
So
sure.
Ash, what are you doing in the world of Mass Effect?
So I'm going to be going back to doing my Let's Play of Mass Effect 1. I mean, obviously I played it already, but I'm going to finish that up on stream at Twitch. And then as far as YouTube, I have a series that isn't out yet. So I'm doing the editing myself for it, so hopefully that'll be out very soon. Preferably before PAX. Secrets! Ugh.
Secrets.
But yes.
BioFan, are you going to go over a video you just did? That is
Yes,
Oh,
I
what
do.
is
exploded.
Because I just, or maybe I'm not.
Oh, no, wait, what?
Tucker, did you react to like a squirrel or what just happened?
No, so how I just said the video, like, this should be cut out.
No, you can't interrupt the podcast and then say cut it out. You can't do that.
How I said that.
Tucker,
Oh,
let's try to finish up the show. All right, BioFan, what have you done recently?
I just last night, or I guess like now, like a week ago when this podcast comes out, I just put out another Mass Effect Andromeda news update that is now like my fastest growing video ever.
Yeah, has
I swear,
anyone watched that yet?
Like, it's 50,000 views in 13 hours, and then like it has more comments than any other video I've ever put out has comments, and more likes than ever for that view count. It's like, it's crazy. It's like, it is lit. It is lit. It is like, pum, lit. So yeah, that's what I've done. And I'll probably have other videos out by the time this is out, but I don't know what those will be yet. So, surprise!
I'm gonna have a video out aside from the gameplay one I just did, which is really long, about answering. I asked 12 questions about Mass Effect Andromeda about a year ago. I'm gonna answer them.
Oh,
to the
that's
best of my
awesome.
ability.
Wait, what questions?
Nice.
You can watch the video. You can watch both of
Okay.
them. Yeah, it's some of them are deep, some of them are like basic, but we have answers on pretty much all of them. So that's all the nerd news we've got for today. Join us next week for a secret podcast.
What?
Wait, what?
It's not that secret. We do a podcast every week. Remember that every time you like and share this video, Javik will flush another crewmate out the airlock. You have any questions for us, Mass Effect related or otherwise, feel free to email us at andromenerds@gmail.com, and Tucker might read your questions and occasionally get your name right.
Links to Ash's stuff will be down in the description of this video. Woo!
Along with our co-hosts and Ash, be sure to follow Andromenerds on Twitter. If you like this podcast and would like to see some more awesome videos, be sure to check out and subscribe to our respective channels. Ash, any last minute questions or anything?
Nah, I think I'm good.
Okay, it's important to A, have fun, and B, be yourself, right?
Okay, so be super serious and have a face. Got it.
Yes.
Cool.
Are you
And
gonna be super serious?
we will clash horribly on the podcast, and it'll be great. And I mean that seriously.